welcome to another World of Tanks subscriber replay. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's video is from the user Boo MSX. That's Boo MSX, and he's driving the Batchat 25-ton on a standard battle on the live Orcs. And the Batchat is obviously the tier 10 medium tank for the French, and this thing is very quick, very maneuverable, has pathetic armor, and I think the lowest hit points out of any of the tier 10 tanks, although that cannon is pretty ridiculous on it. It gets a 5-shot auto-loader clip, and it has decent penetration and good damage, although it does take almost 40 seconds to reload this thing. Absolutely ridiculous. So back to the battle at hand. You see they are sending a sizable force to the north and a pretty sizable force to the east here, or the right-hand flank. Two Batchats just going to be taking the advanced position here, going to see who they can spot out and see if they can burst someone down between them. Two Batchats are pretty much capable of eliminating anybody from the game in one burst. So spot out this Pershing here. Unfortunately for him, he's looking at the other Batchat and he's going to get a crap ton of damage directly onto his face. So just one more shot should be able to... Ooh, not quite able to get him, unfortunately. Just one more shot would have been enough to eliminate him from the game, but decides to use his last round on the Ferdinand, who is now eliminated. So he's got 40 seconds now to reload. So the Batchat can be pretty difficult to get the hang of. It's more of an assault type tank. You move in there, you dump your damage onto somebody, and then you get the hell out of there and get into cover while you are reloading. But generally, what you do is, once you've dumped your damage onto somebody, generally they're going to be dead, so you use that time to advance, which you can see the column doing here, or you use that time to go and scout a different part of the battlefield, reloading just in time to be able to pick up his first kill of the match there. So you can see the enemy has quite a lot of tanks in this area. Some of them look like they are dropping back to try and deal with this push here. Gets a bit of damage onto that VK. Unfortunately, it looks like the second shot missed, and he's going to be able to get into cover behind these buildings before a third shot can hit him. Boo MSX was taking a little bit of damage from the flank there, and not sure who it was coming from, so just going to have to play it a little bit more careful and just duck down behind the horizon, and now he's just going to have to waste time while his gun reloads. It looks like there's a bit of a battle going on in the city there, but if you look just based on pure numbers, the enemy should win that one, as the Allies have less tanks in the area. Although this push here on the right hand flank has drawn quite a lot of them away from that city, so fingers crossed that'll buy their Allies some time, although they are down to just 2 heavy tanks left now, and they've got that 1 heavy tank camping on the ridge who isn't really going to be much good. And there we go, gun reload, so it's time to advance. You don't really want to advance into a firing position until you're very close to reload, or your reload has been finished, because there's nothing worse than getting caught out in the open with your pants down when you don't have anything to fire back at the enemy. So just going to approach the town from this southern area and use this hill here as cover as he makes his approach. And that just means that he won't be able to get shot at by the enemy until he's ready to take his shot and pop out into the open. Spots the enemy's Batchat here, so just going to lay some damage on him. Gets a good bit of damage. One more shot should be enough to finish him off. Oh, that one just unluckily looking like it bounced, but the 4th shot able to finish him off. So just going to reload his cannon prematurely, because there's no point having 1 shell in your chamber when you're not sure how long it's going to be until you can fire it. It's no good waiting 20 seconds and then firing your last shell, as that 20 seconds could have gone towards reloading and having a full clip. So just going to maneuver himself about and see who he's going to be able to get a shot on once his gun has reloaded. You can see there's an enemy heavy tank pushing in towards their AMX 5100. But hopefully he should be able to deal with that situation himself, although there are now 2 heavy tanks moving in, so he's probably going to have to lend a hand. See if he can take out this 103. And yes, he is indeed able to take out this 103. Tiger 2 now moving up, and he's amazingly parked himself behind the logs there. But the second shot able to take him out. Just got to be careful, because 50B has now discovered his position. and he is out of rounds. So just going to drop back down behind the hill here while his gun reloads, and the 50B has plenty of other targets to focus on, so doesn't really want to be going chasing a Batchat down the hill there. So it looks like they were totally crushed in the village there, in the town in the north, but the enemy has now had to come across into the smaller copse of houses here in order to try and deal with the push that went on that right-hand flank. He's just going to try and flank around the enemy, picking up his 5th kill there on the 50B that wasn't paying attention as he comes around behind the enemy. Not really expecting him to be there, so just using surprise and maneuverability to his advantage. He's got 3 shots left, so he's just going to try and get an angle on this 50B. Not the 50B, sorry, the Lorraine 40 ton. Unfortunately, all he can find is the E100. Not really going to be able to get much damage on that E100, unfortunately, because the E100's armor is pretty ridiculous. The 40 ton just playing it clever and hiding behind the buildings there. Unfortunately, their ally who was holding them off has now been taken out of the battle, so he's going to have to just fall back and reload his cannon as he only had 2 shots left. You see, oh, big shot comes in and gets him right down to 55 hit points remaining. So basically one more shot or just anything touching him now will spell disaster and the end of the game. The 5100 should probably be dropping back as well and taking up a defensive line, same as Boo MSX is doing. Oh, spotted out the 40 ton there, trying to make a run for it, and 1 shot, 1 kill, able to take him out. So brilliant shot there, getting him on the move at quite a distance away. And that will be his 6th kill of this match. So it's just himself and this GW Tiger remaining. Yes, it is indeed a GW Tiger, so they're just going to try and take up a defensive position and let the enemy come to them, as the enemy has a... what was that? Was it the T-30? It is indeed a T-30, which is the Tier 9 tank destroyer. And they have that E100, who I'm fairly sure is pretty healthy. Although this should spell the end of the game for the T-30 now. Ooh, last shot just bouncing. Got to make that one count, and amazingly able to get a shot right through the very top of his turret there and finishes him off. So it looks like that E100 still has around 1600 hit points. I couldn't get a clear view of how many he had there, but it looks like he has a lot. If you notice, Boo MSX actually only has 3 rounds left for his gun. Batchat not coming to battle with very many rounds, so you've really got to be quite conservative with them, and there you go. Over 1600 hit points left, and I'm pretty sure this cannon doesn't have enough damage to be able to take him out. So we're going to have to rely on his ally, the GW Tiger, to get some damage on him first if he wants to finish him off. Don't really want to go head-to-head with the E100 because just a strong breeze from the E100's direction will be enough to take out the remaining 55 hit points of this tank. Just reversing out to try and find a shot on this E100, and he's doing that so that if he gets fired at, he's able to use the tank's forward speed and acceleration to be able to get out of there quickly. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like he's able to spot this E100. Not really sure where he's gone, to be honest. He's probably gone back to his base or taken up a position to cover that, even though he knows how little hit points this Batchat has. So, to be honest, he probably should just be charging on the area. As you can see, Boo MSX just saying in the chat there, he's only got 3 rounds left and he's going around to their cap zone. So just going to speed this up slightly until we get back into the action. This one's going to be an absolute nail-biter no matter how it finishes. Because as I said, 3 rounds for the Batchat is not quite enough damage to be able to take off 1600 hit points from the E100. And the E100's armor is more than enough to be able to stop one of those shells, I would have thought. So he's going to have to rely on the GW Tiger in order to get some damage on this E100 if they want to win. It's coming in behind the Ferdinand now. The good thing about the Batchat is it's so small it's able to take cover behind other fallen tanks. And the Ferdinand isn't the largest tank destroyer, but the Batchat, as you can see, able to nice and snugly fit behind him and especially from that distance there, which is 375 metres, should be able to, as you see, the 100 has his first shot and misses. Unfortunately, I think the Batchat probably wants to let him get a little bit closer before he fires, as he doesn't want to whiff any of these shots, as all three of them will probably need to land and penetrate in order to take this guy out. Ooh, absolutely amazing shot there from the GW Tiger, getting a massive amount of damage on him while he's on the move. You see, he's still driving, his first shot able to go right through the front, and he saw that he stopped in order to aim for his shot there. Ooh, second shot also doing damage. One more hit. Absolutely amazing. Able to take out the E100 there before he is able to reload and get the kill. So absolutely amazing replay from Boo MSX there in the Batchat, driving it to probably the maximum of its potential, I would have said. So thank you very much to him for sending that replay in. Thank you to you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.